College Football 26 early release. It has been a thrill to play this video game. One of the best football games ever created here. Road to Glory, we're going to start a new career and begin not as an elite player or a blue chipper. We are an underdog for Charger 295. Glad you're with us to what should be a phenomenal series. Road to Glory, dual threat quarterback, as you can see here. And we'll be playing as a 6'9", 300-pound man giving gifts to kids. His name is Santa Claus, wearing a vintage, old-school Larry Zonka 2-bar helmet, like a Gary Anderson, like a field goal kicker. And how about a neck roll to boot, like a Jack Lambert's? 6'9", 300 pounds with no flak jackets. So we're running right into harm's way, and watch out for this big fellow who's eating all the cookies and all the gifts. Over the top throwing motion. One weird thing about College Football 26 is that the throwing motion is a little laggy. So if you're not getting the ball out soon, you're getting sacked. Here's a look at his dynamic dual threat ability. He is quick, he is fast, but he is huge, like a Jared Lorenzen. I mean, he's got about 50 pounds on Jamarcus Russell, too. And Santa Claus is a little bit of a dick. Whatever, man, to our own head coach. Before then, we list our top 10 schools: Bama, Georgia, Ohio State, USC, Miami, Texas A&M, Penn State, LSU, Florida State, and Texas. 10 of the best schools in the country, and a lot of them have open quarterback positions. Again, Santa, a little bit of a douche. So, Coach, I got to tell you, I fell asleep halfway through reading all that.
Bruh.
But sure, whatever. I'll start dominating games. Kalen DeBoer, you'd think that I would be a little bit more patient with him, that I say, you're my number one, and I don't really want to go to Alabama, even though I kind of do want to go to Alabama. School interest decreased. Whoops. Pflugerville is our first opponent at home. We are the Mustangs in East Texas and Abilene. And Santa Claus, what's really cool about this Road to Glory, you pick 4 of the 5 moments. Which one do you really want to play the most? 4 momentum, 2-minute drill, mobile threat, and keep the drive alive. We're not playing a full 12-minute quarter high school football game, as the Mustangs, led by Santa Claus, who's 6'9", but here he looks like he's 6'2". Forward momentum. We begin our high school senior season with trying to establish momentum against an edge rusher. Not only move the ball, but do so against the defensive end, who is the rival here. I'm going to run right at the rival, and you're too slow, buddy. Santa Claus isn't super fast either. He's eating too many cookies. He's kicking kids off of chimneys. I mean, this guy's just a dick. But on the football field, he is really good, running and throwing the ball. 6'9", 300 pounds, but don't get it wrong. He's not just a gunslinger. He'll take the check down. I accomplished one of the 2 goals on that previous challenge. We're trying to go all the way for a touchdown, and not just on a drive. We're going to do it on one play, a touchdown for the Mustangs, who earned the second of the 4 challenges for week 1 of the high school Road to Glory season. Here's a 6'9", 300-pounder on the run. What's amazing is he actually gets tackled like he's 230, 240, but whatever. 4th and 1, baby, and we're not scared with the rival rushing right in our throat. Nearly stopped before the marker, but we got it. It's a first down for the Mustangs, down 6 with under 2 minutes to go. Claus on the move. And it's complete outside of the pocket. These are some cool challenges. You don't just complete passes. Sometimes you got to do it on the run. Sometimes you got to do it with a screen. And sometimes you got to do it avoiding a tackle for loss into the end zone. Another moment complete. Week 1 of high school football in the books, and College Football 26. Offers from Arkansas State after that victory. Rice after the big win. UNLV. Akron also offering us, along with the Rainbow Warriors of Hawaii and the University of Charlotte. We are still a 2-star recruit ranked 2,800 in the country. Lane, my classmate, sorry man, I'm focused on the season. No need to go to homecoming this week, and that'll help in the long term, but I maybe won't get the girlfriend that I was looking for. Don't worry, we'll get the girlfriend in college. Forney High School is our Game 2 opponent, yet again at East Side. Santa Claus, first on the field now, as we're starting to earn our stripes in high school football, as we are heading onto the field under pressure. The blitz is coming hard and fast. Demonstrate your calmness by avoiding sacks. I didn't do it on the very first play, but the tight end's wide open to the second, and we're going to scramble for a touchdown to close out this drive, or at least that's the goal. I earned victories in all of the challenges except for one, and it was the scrambling in week 1 of the high school season. And here, Santa Claus is going to cap off the drive with the touchdown. Just 1 minute and 50 seconds, and the Mustangs are on the board first. Challenge 2, we're down by 7 due to atrocious defense. Offensive line play in college football 26, at least early on in high school, is rough. Luckily, the challenge is to complete screen passes for 10 yards and for touchdowns. We got the first challenge there, and we're going to matriculate him down the field, and we'll cap off the drive with the receiver screen to Miller here, and he reels it in for the touchdown. We'll see if the defense absolutely falls apart again, and Santa Claus is going to have to come back, maintain the lead. Sorry, we're up 20-17. Shotgun pass on the run for a first down. A very specific challenge won there. And now you earn points by not committing a turnover and maybe even scoring points on this possession. And after that first down, Claus on the run. He doesn't trust his open receiver circle over the middle of the field, and we take a 10-point lead. Santa Claus, wearing his vintage neck roll and his field goal kicker face mask, is back on the board. This one's just for Ohio State. 50-yard pass. Can I do it? After back-to-back sacks, I nearly am sacked again, so that challenge failed miserably. So we're in the middle of 2 stars after game 1, and after that we do get offers from Purdue, the Raging Cajuns of Louisiana, UTSA, and we have advanced just a touch closer. Then before game 3, Buffalo offers us, so does the FIU Panthers and the University of Delaware. Coach, you are boring the crap out of me with all of your texting. Everyone is about to be offering me, Coach. Just watch. Alex, I don't want to go to homecoming. I already told Lane. Sorry, I'm going to work with my trainer. Attribute increases. So we are a 3-star now, and here's a look at the interest. No one's offering, but A&M is close, and Florida State is close. So game 3, there's 5 games of the high school football season. Santa Claus running right through his teammate. A little motion shift there. It's a sellout crowd in Abilene, Texas. First drive of the game, 10-minute quarters. Santa Claus taking off. He has the first down with the scramble. Now I need to juke or truck a defender, and I jukes Dave, or rather Casper the Ghost. Bruh. Then there goes the fumble, a complete nightmare. Oh,
they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're
good hustle from Santa Claus. So we're going to try that again. Scramble for a first down. Got it. We do get one opportunity on Heisman mode to retry the challenge. So we're going to do that. And I did truck a defender. It didn't look like much, but it was a truck. And then we may as well score some points on this series. There's a first down. My stick skills were a little bit better years earlier, but we're getting shaken off some of the rust with a deep ball to my receiver. Pass lead for completion. You can't just press circle. You got to press circle with the D-pad up to lead him up the field. That's how you earn the points. D-pad to the left. He does adjust and led him for a touchdown. Opening drive score from Santa Claus and the Mustangs. Unleash your top-end speed with scrambles for 10 yards and scramble for a touchdown. That challenge yet again on the board. There's the first down. Either scramble right in the middle of the pocket or way to the outside. That's how it seemed to work throughout high school football. And then we cap off the drive, trips to the left, run the ball to the right. Defense, that's what a high school defense looks like. No containment there. And another challenge, red zone surgeon, leading by 7 already. You got to do your part to not throw a pick and score a touchdown. Timeout of the field, 1st and 10. Following play, Santa Claus, good luck high schoolers. Once you're busy doing your SATs, you got to watch a 300-pounder run into the end zone, and then the little guy in for 6. So we're trying to earn our way to Alabama or to Notre Dame, but we got Duke offering us and Florida State as a 2-star athlete, but not for long. We'll be 3 stars. Road to Glory in College Football 26 continues next.